we present Aneulysis, an interactive management and visualization framework to evaluate the rupture risk and treatment decisions of cerebral aneurysms. Aneulysis allows a consistent management and guided exploration of simulated aneurysm data. We provide a guided workflow where domain experts can analyze datasets collaboratively. On the main screen, a tabular overview of existing cases is shown. Here the user has three options to proceed. Firstly, a case can be added. Here, various meta-information for new cases, studies, and aneurysms can be provided. Secondly, we provide filtering masks to search for particular cohorts, where study and aneurysm information can be selected. Thirdly, the user can edit the case where a summary of metadata and files on the server is displayed. Files can be up and downloaded to or from the server, or the data can be visualized. For this purpose, Aneulysis provides 5 visualization modules. Depending on existing data, possible modules to be used for the exploration are displayed. The first module is the Meuschke module, which allows an automatic extraction and interactive exploration of morphological descriptors, including the ostium. The descriptors are shown within the 3D vessel surface, which is depicted semi-transparently. The user can activate individual descriptors during the exploration. Moreover, their quantitative values are listed. To handle the anatomical diversity, the automatically computed ostium can also be interactively corrected if necessary. Depending on the data type, that means scalar, vector, or tensor data, 3 modules allow an interactive exploration of this information. The Meuschke module focuses on the simultaneous exploration of multiple scalar fields on the vessel wall to identify correlations between them. The first view comprises a 2D plot-based visualization that shows existent scalar fields and correlations between them during the cardiac cycle. The second view shows statistical plots of existent scalar fields comprising scatter plots and histograms. The third view shows a 3D depiction of the aneurysm and parent vessel geometry. The fourth view shows a 2D aneurysm map that provides an occlusion-free overview depiction. Moreover, glyphs on the map show the temporal behavior of selected scalar fields. We developed a circle plot to detect interesting surface regions and time steps according to occurring scalar values, without an exhausting exploration in 3D. The plot area is divided into equal large sectors according to the temporal resolution of the data. Along the radius, each of these sectors is subdivided into segments according to the number of scalar fields. A legend in the top left corner shows the order of the scalar fields along the radius. The segments of the plot are colored according to regions of the aneurysm surface. Therefore, the 2D map is subdivided into 5 colored regions depicted in the plot center, which are used to color the plot segments. Moreover, for each scalar field, a threshold is defined that can be manually adapted by the user. If there is a point on the aneurysm surface where the current scalar field is greater than the selected threshold, the corresponding temporal plot region is colored to the vertex region's color. With this, the user can immediately see if there is a surface region that fulfills the selected threshold combination. Moreover, the user can brush individual regions on the 2D map or the 3D surface. Here, a low wall thickness and washer stress as well as increased pressure values are selected as thresholds. Only the bluish region complies all conditions, which indicates a possible rupture area. These statistical plots give an overview of the distribution of scalar quantities. For this, all combinations of scalar fields are displayed in a matrix. During animation, the plots are updated to show the temporal development of the scalar distributions. The lower and upper triangle matrix can be used to visualize pre- and post-treated data. Moreover, occurring differences can be visualized using a great red color scale. We provide different techniques for simultaneous exploration of 2 selected scalar fields. For example, we provide a checkerboard visualization. It allows a linear transition between 2 fields. Here, the pressure and washer stress are selected. To show the temporal behavior of scalar fields, cylindrical glyphs are placed on the map at regular positions. The color and radius of the glyph show either the same scalar parameter or 2 scalar fields. Moreover, the user can add glyphs by clicking on the map. For further analysis, we provide a clustering scheme that results in surface regions with similar scalar values. For this, the expert can set individual weights for each scalar field. For each cluster, a risk factor is calculated, which is color-coded. With this, the expert can assess homogeneous and inhomogeneous regions on the surface. We offer brushing and linking tools to create a visual link between the views. The user can mark certain regions in the scatter plot, as well as on a 3D surface or the 2D map, where the corresponding regions in the other views are highlighted. For a brushed region, statistical diagrams can be activated. A diagram is rendered for each scalar field in the data and shows the minimum, maximum, as well as mean value of the brushed points over the cardiac cycle. In addition, the user can also select a region on the map based on the underlying color coding. The selected area is highlighted in red. For this region, the statistical diagrams can also be activated. The CovaFlowWiz module allows a simultaneous visualization of scalar and vectorial data. The wall deformation and thickness is depicted by an extended wall visualization on the 3D aneurysm surface. The wall visualization comprises two wall layers, an inner and an outer wall, where the outer wall is depicted semi-transparently and the distance between the two layers shows the wall thickness. Additionally, the wall layers deform to show the wall deformation. Path lines represent the inner blood flow, which are visualized by aeroglyphs and by color. In addition, labels can be placed on the surface to store interesting findings. Moreover, camera animations can be planned to support data exploration. For this purpose, the user defines several thresholds for the scalar fields. Based on this, a camera animation is computed which shows the most interesting regions that fulfill the defined thresholds. The CoTimeWiz module provides the first integrated visualization of stress tensors as well as scalar and vector data. We evaluated the applicability of 4 glyph designs to comparatively depict tensor information between the inner and outer wall. The first glyph depiction is superquadrics, where yellow represents the inner and the blue tensor the outer vessel wall. Providing a detail-on-demand approach, more glyphs are shown if the user zooms into the scene. The second glyph depiction comprises kite-shaped glyphs, where we integrate a transition from an arrow to a kite depending on the zoom level. This provides a better perception of the tensor main directions if the camera is more distant to the surface. Moreover, with the kites, regions where a strong local direction change occurs can be quickly determined. The third depiction are streamlines on the aneurysm surface along the first tensor main direction. They give a fast overview of critical regions. The fourth visualization is scatter plots to show the distribution of the tensor main direction within a specified surface region. They allow quantitative tensor exploration and show the homogeneity of the main directions within a region. To assess the influence of qualitative flow patterns on rupture and treatment success, an objective and reproducible classification of flow patterns is needed, which is ensured by the VFlex module. This is based on a novel mapping of the aneurysm surface to hemisphere by calculating polar pace coordinates. Furthermore, the internal blood flow is clustered, and based on the cluster representatives, the flow is classified. The classified flow patterns are summarized in a tabular overview. For each cluster, the 3 most similar flow types are listed. In addition, 3 rendering styles can be selected: a representative, a hull geometry, or path lines of the cluster. New flow types can also be stored for upcoming classifications. In 3D, individual clusters can be selected, where a detailed-on-demand approach allows in detailed exploration. A scalar field can be color-coded on each representation. Here, the distance to the vessel wall is encoded. The cluster representatives can also be depicted within the hemisphere to create a more abstract overview depiction. Based on this, clusters with similar flow behavior can be selected to assess the complexity of the aneurysm blood flow.